Welcome to another Quepid tutorial. In the last few videos I've talked about scores, and I mentioned how we were going to look at those and see how they can help us with our search relevance. So let's take a look at that today. As you can see here, we've got the same case that we talked about before with the movies, and we've done search queries on Tom Cruise, Renee Zellweger, and Jerry Maguire, and we've added to our query params the cast and the title and the overview. But as you can see here, we've got a bunch of documents that are coming back, movies that do not have Renee Zellweger in them in the cast, but another type of Renee. So how can we figure out if we're getting the best results that we should? Typically, this part will be done by a domain expert, but as a developer you can do that as well. So what we'll do is we'll start by rating these. We'll start by rating the documents that are being returned. To make my life easier, I'll start by giving everything a 10, and then if I see something that is not quite what I want, then I'll give it a different score. So here I see Rene Russo. I'm going to give that one a 1. Not really relevant to what I want. So I'll do that for all the movies that are showing up here and do not have Renee Zellweger in the cast. So as you can tell, the score is now down to 62. So what I'm going to do is go back to the explain missing document I did before in one of the previous videos and search for Zellweger, because I'm sure that Zellweger is more unique than Renee. So now that we have the search result, we're going to go down, scroll down, so we've got the first few that are already rated, because we did that in our current search result. But we've got more that are showing up that match the ones that we want to show up in our query. So let's rate those a 10, because these are good search results and we want them to come up. And look there, there's Jerry Maguire. Once we have that, we can notice in the background that the score went down from 62 to 60. And I'll explain why in a second. So let's exit out of here and let's compare the top 10 results that we think should show up versus the ones that do show up. And we'll see the first few are very similar, maybe a couple that are in different positions. But we've got here a bunch that we've given them the rating of 10, but compared to the other side, we have some that do not match our expectation and have a 1. So what the default scorer in Quepid is doing is taking the average of the top 10 results shown here, calculating the average ratings for those, and then penalizing the ones that do not match our expectation compared to the best rated results. So because these here do not match our expectation and these here are rated higher, we get a penalty. That's why the score came down from 62 to 60. So what this tool provides us is a way to compare the results that we expect versus the results that the search engine is currently returning. And this is great because now the domain expert can come in here and give ratings to the documents that they expect to show up in the top 10 results. And once they do that, then the developer can tweak and work on it without having to go back and check with the domain expert each time. Tweak it until they get the search results to match the two lists. So this is one great way that Quepid can help you fine-tune your search relevance. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more.